Top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Newton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Tennessee's offense takes the field. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Back to pass, it's Beck. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ducks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Moore will throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Not nearly as... He'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Gibson.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
The gift to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Vols in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And that was like the quarterback was just caught in a slow-moving vice, and eventually it squeezed him.
And listen, I like the call. I like to be aggressive. I know I can go for it on fourth down because we're going to do that anyways. It's just what we do. It's really fun, and I get to score more points when I get to do it. But when I see it's not there, throw the football away. Don't take the sack.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Got a man, it's Green. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan, come out in the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking to pass, it's Beck. Snagged out of the air. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go for it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll return it from around the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll go to the toss. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Got a man. It's low. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Finds his man on the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced. bounds for a loss.
Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a guy at running back who can make plays taking handoffs and also catching the ball. They're trying to get him involved there on the swing pass, but the defense able to make the stop.
The Volunteers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Beck. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case this is the game of the week in the Big 12. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
Off the play fake. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Grab near the marker. It's low. Turning it on. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The hand to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Moore to the air. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Trying to do it on the ground. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Matthews.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. He's got his man across the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gaines. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
At the 7-yard line. Check. 1st and goal, Tennessee.
They'll go to the air. Big fella moving. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Casper. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Moore. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmaker.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me...
he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes the grab, it's Hill. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
The Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. The tag. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Moore to the air. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Casper.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here we go. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Green. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The give to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. First down in the final period of this one. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the ball's moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Toss sweep right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball in the rim. But goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Quick strike complete. There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He makes the grab. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Tennessee. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Navy is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 14 to USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a crease to the left.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
They'll go to the ground. The Ducks will move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Let's go. Moore will throw. Finds the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Newton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Beck. Rush is on him. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
On second and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Looking to fire. Great timing on the slant. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Slithers into space. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Brings up fourth down.
The Volunteers will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their